Hey everyone, it's Tuesday morning, February 24th, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella, here to break down yesterday's market action in just 2 minutes. Quick note before we dive in. Today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. Learn more about our funds and strategies at amf-capital.de. Alright, let's get started. So, US stocks pulled back pretty sharply as investors tried to make sense of a messy mix of trade policy drama and renewed artificial intelligence fears. The big headline was the Supreme Court pushing back against President Trump's most aggressive tariff plans, and that set off a wave of uncertainty across markets. The Dow Jones Industrial Average led the sell-off, dropping roughly 1.7% or more than 800 points. The Standard & Poor's 500 slipped about 1%, while the Nasdaq Composite fell around 1.1%, giving back some gains after a volatile but positive session at the end of last week. Now, trade policy was a major source of confusion. The Supreme Court's decision late last week initially boosted hopes for easing trade tensions, but over the weekend, President Trump said the United States would raise the baseline tariff rate on imports to 15%, effective immediately, and that quickly changed the mood. Europe pushed back fast. The European Union rejected any tariff increase, saying a deal is a deal, and called on Washington to clearly spell out its next steps. That back and forth has investors wondering what the global trade framework will actually look like going forward. At the same time, the so-called artificial intelligence scare trade made a comeback. Markets reacted after Anthropic unveiled a new AI tool designed to automate work usually done by expensive consulting teams. Shares of IBM dropped around 13%, and consulting firms like Accenture and Cognizant Technology also came under pressure. And this wasn't just about one sector. Software, real estate, and logistics companies have all been hit in recent weeks as investors worry that artificial intelligence could disrupt business models and squeeze profit margins. Alright, that wraps up today's Capital Markets Quickie. Join me again tomorrow morning for more market updates. See you then.